we will study the class which comes under superclass Tetrapoda. So Tetrapoda refers to the limb-bearing organisms. Okay, under that first one is class Amphibia. So the name Amphibia refers to dual life. Okay, dual life, which is nothing but where the organisms which can survive both water as well as on the land. Okay, so they are known to be the amphibians. There is a presence of two pairs of limbs. They have two pairs of limbs where the body is divided into head as well as the trunk. Okay, body is divided into head and trunk. One of the best example for this is nothing but the frog. Okay, you can just imagine a frog and the features of frog. Okay, so they have head as well as the trunk region. There is no prominent neck region, and some of the organisms may have tail. Okay, few may have tail and few may not have tail. Okay, next their skin is moist without any scales. So there is an absence of scales. Their skin is moist. Eyes with eyelids. Okay, eyes with eyelids, where eyes are mainly covered by a layer known as a nictitating membrane. Okay, where the eyes are covered by a layer known to be the nictitating membrane. It is a protective membrane which is mainly seen in these organisms whenever the organism is in water. So that is known to be the nictitating membrane. Next, tympanum represents the ear. They don't have external ear. There is an absence of external ear, where tympanum mainly represents the ear. And the alimentary canal, reproductive tract as well as the urinary tract. All these tracts will be joined for a common opening. Okay, they will be joined to form a chamber and they will have a common opening, and the chamber is known to be the cloaca, consisting of an opening known as a cloacal aperture. Okay, so here alimentary canal, the digestive waste, reproductive tract include where there is a transport of semen, and the urinary tract there will be a transport of urine. All those will be removed through a common chamber, that is the cloaca. Okay, they have a common chamber that is known to be the cloaca. So they have various mode of respiration. Respiration takes place through lung. They have a lung as well as the gills. Okay, there is a presence of gills and the moist skin. Respiration even takes place through the moist skin. And there is also buccal cavity. For the process of respiration, they also have a buccal cavity. Okay, respiration takes place through the lungs, gills as well as the skin. Their heart is three-chambered. They have two auricles and one ventricle. That is why they have a mixed double circulation, where there is a mixing of oxygenated as well as the deoxygenated blood takes place, because they are having three-chambered heart. And the organisms are known to be the poikilotherms. So the poikilotherms refers to the cold-blooded organisms. They are cold-blooded organisms, refers to they cannot regulate their body temperature. Whatever may be the external temperature, that will be followed by their internal body temperature. So that is poikilotherms or cold-blooded organisms. We are warm-blooded organisms. And their fertilization is external. They have external fertilization. Organisms are oviparous with indirect development. Their development is indirect. Examples include bufo, that is toad, rana refers to be the frog, rana tigrina. Hyla is a tree frog. Hyla refers to the tree frog. Salamandra is a salamander. Ichthyophis is known to be the limbless amphibia. Ichthyophis is a limbless amphibia. So this is regarding to the class Amphibia. Amphibia refers to the dual life, where the organisms can survive in both water as well as on the land. They have two pairs of limbs Their body is divided into head as well as a trunk region. There is no prominent neck region, and their skin is moist with the glands. It is slimy. Okay, their skin is very slimy with the glands. There is the absence of scales. There are no scales. Eyes with the eyelids. There is a presence of eyelids. Tympanum represents the ear. There is no external ear, where the tympanum represents the ear, where the alimentary canal, reproductive tract as well as the urinary tract. Alimentary canal, reproductive tract and the urinary tract, all these will be opened into a common chamber that is known to be the cloaca. Cloaca consists of cloacal aperture. Okay. Respiration takes place through lungs, gills as well as the skin. Heart is three-chambered. They are poikilotherms, nothing but cold-blooded organisms. They have an external fertilization. Oviparous with indirect development. You might have seen a prominent indirect development, especially in the case of frog. There is a tadpole. It is known to be the larval stage. Okay. So the examples include bufo or toad, rana, nothing but frog, hyla is a tree frog, salamandra is a salamander, and the ichthyophis is one of the very important limbless amphibia. So that is regarding to the class amphibia. Next we will move on to the next class, that is class reptilia. Reptilia refers to the organisms which have creeping or crawling mode of locomotion. They mainly have creeping or crawling mode of locomotion. That is why the name reptilia. So the organisms, they are terrestrial. Their body is covered by dry cornified skin. Okay, their body is mainly consisting of dry cornified skin with the epidermal scales or epidermal scutes. Okay, they have a epidermal scales or epidermal scutes. You might have observed crocodile. They have a cornified structure. Right, so there is no external ear opening. There is no external ear opening. Here also tympanum represents the ear. External ear opening is absent, so the tympanum represents the ear. There is a presence of two pairs of limbs. So here limbless reptilians are nothing but the snakes. Snakes are considered to be the limbless reptilians. They have three-chambered heart except crocodile, where crocodile is consisting of four-chambered heart. Okay, most of the members are having three-chambered heart except crocodile. They are poikilotherms. Okay, poikilotherms refers to the cold-blooded organisms. The members of these are cold-blooded. And where the snakes and lizards shed their skin, you might have seen, especially in case of snakes, you might have seen, they will shed their epidermal scale, that is as a skin cast. Okay, shed their epidermal scale as a skin cast. Okay, so the snakes mainly include naja. Naja is nothing but cobra. Bungarus refers to the kite. Vipera refers to the viper. All these are poisonous snakes. Okay, naja, bungarus as well as vipera. All these are the poisonous snakes. Other than these, you might have heard about python. So there are various other snakes which are, some are non-poisonous also. Whereas the sexes are separate. Okay, sexes are separate. These are oviparous organisms. Oviparous refers to the egg-laying organisms. Fertilization is internal. They specially have an internal fertilization and they have a direct development. There is no larval stages. Okay, where we cannot find any larval stages in the case of reptilian members. Okay, examples include chelone. Chelone refers to the turtle. So, in case of turtle, there is one of the special feature known as they have a cloacal respiration. There is a presence of cloacal respiration in the turtle. Okay, testudo is a tortoise. Testudo is a tortoise. Chameleon is a tree lizard. Okay, testudo is tortoise. Chameleon is a tree lizard. Calotes, it is a garden lizard. Calotes is a garden lizard. Crocodilus refers to the crocodile. Alligator, crocodile, alligator. Hemidactylus. Hemidactylus is a wall lizard. Okay, Hemidactylus is a wall lizard. So these are some of the examples for the reptilia. So the name reptilia is mainly due to the presence of creeping or crawling mode of locomotion. Okay, so they are terrestrial organisms where their body is covered by dry cornified skin named epidermal scales or epidermal scutes. No external ear opening where the tympanum represents the ear. Okay, so there is no external ear. Tympanum represents the ear. There is a presence of two pairs of limbs. Okay, so there is also limbless organisms. They are nothing but the snake. Three-chambered heart, except crocodile is having a four-chambered heart. Organisms are poikilotherms or cold-blooded organisms. They have internal fertilization, oviparous organisms, as well as there is a presence of direct development. Some of the organisms such as snakes and lizards shed their skin as a skin cast. Examples include Chelone is a turtle, Testudo is a tortoise, Chameleon tree lizard, Kellogg's garden lizard, Crocodilus, alligator, Hemidactylus is a wall lizard, and some of the poisonous snakes include Naja, Bungarus, Vipera. Okay, so this is regarding to class Reptilia. Okay, so the next class is class Aves, which mainly includes the birds. They have avian mode of locomotion. Okay, so that is nothing but flying mode of locomotion. Except flightless birds. Some of the birds are flightless. For example, ostrich, it is a flightless bird. So, there is a presence of feathers. Their body is mainly covered by the feathers and they possess beak. Okay, so there is a presence of beak and forelimbs are modified into wings. Okay, so their forelimbs are modified into wings where the hind limbs, which will be covered by the scales. Hind limbs are covered by the scale. This is considered to be the one of the reptilian feature which are seen in birds. Hind limbs are covered by scales is a reptilian feature which is found in the birds. Okay, so these hind limbs are specially meant for the walking, swimming, clasping the tree branches. Okay, so that is meant for the walking, swimming as well as this clasping the tree branches. Their skin is dry without any gland. Okay, skin is dry without any gland. There is a presence of single oil gland at the base of tail. Okay, there is a presence of single oil gland at the base of the tail. Okay, so their endoskeleton is bony, known to be the ossified. Their endoskeleton is bony or the ossified, and their long bones are with air cavities. Long bones mainly consisting of air cavity. All those will help in the process of flight. So that is known to be the pneumatic bones. Presence of feathers, presence of wings, absence of glands, as well as these particular ossified endoskeleton, presence of pneumatic bones, all these will help in the process of flying. Okay, their digestive tract consisting of additional chambers. There is a presence of additional chambers in the digestive tract, and that is known to be the crop and gizzard. Their digestive tract consisting of additional chambers, and that is known to be the crop and gizzard. Heart is four-chambered, and the organisms are warm-blooded or homeotherms. They can regulate their body temperature. That refers to the homeotherms. Respiration takes place through the lungs. They also have air sacs. Okay, there is a special structure that known to be the air sac, which will help in the supplementing this respiration, because when they go to the higher regions where partial pressure of oxygen is low, so to combat with that, so they have a air sacs that will be helping in the supplementary respiration. So that is the presence of air sacs. Sexes are separate, oviparous, and they have internal fertilization with the direct development. Sexes are separate, oviparous, internal fertilization with the direct development. Examples include Corvus is a crow. Okay, Corvus is crow. Columba is pigeon. Okay, Columba is pigeon. Psittacula. Psittacula is a parrot. Struthio refers to the ostrich. Struthio is ostrich. Pavo, peacock. Actinodites is penguin. Neophron is vulture. Okay, once again we'll see. Corvus is crow. Columba is pigeon. Psittacula is a parrot. Struthio is ostrich. Pavo, peacock. Actinodites is penguin. Neophron is vulture. Okay, so these are the examples for apes. They have feathers. Most of them can fly except flightless birds such as ostrich. They possess beak as well as forelimbs are modified into wings meant for the flying. Hind limbs are covered by the scales and the hind limbs are used for walking, swimming and clasping the tree branches. Skin is dry without any gland except there is a single oil gland at the base of tail. There is a presence of additional chamber in their digestive system, that is crop and gizzard. Heart is fourth chambered and they are warm-blooded organisms. Respiration through lungs and supplementary respiration. They have air sacs. Sexes are separate, oviparous, internal fertilization, direct development. They have a special endoskeleton, that is the ossified or bony endoskeleton, where long bones are consisting of air cavities, that is known to be the pneumatic bones. Okay, so they have a pneumatic bone. So that is regarding to the class apes. Next is about the class Mammalia. Class Mammalia, we are coming under class Mammalia. So this is considered to be the one of the highly advanced organism which can seen in all the regions such as polar ice caps, deserts, mountains, forests, grasslands, dark caves. Everywhere mammals are seen. Okay, so they can even fly. Some mammals can fly, some can live in water. Okay, so such as blue whale and bat. And there is the name Mammalia is due to the presence of a mammary gland. Females are mainly consisting of a mammary gland through which it nourishes its young ones. Okay, mammary gland is a special feature of Mammalia through which it nourishes the young one. There is a presence of two pairs of limbs. So we have two pairs of limbs and skin is covered by hair, as well as there is a consisting of various type of glands, sweat glands, oil glands, all those are found in our skin. Okay, ear pinna, presence of external ear, that is the ear pinna. Teeth which are found in the jaws. Okay, so teeth which are mainly found in the jaws, as well as oviparous organism. Example is Ornithorhynchus. One of the very important oviparous organism is Ornithorhynchus or Platypus. Almost all are viviparous except these. Okay, so other examples includes the Macropus. Macropus is a kangaroo. Pteropus is a flying fox. That's nothing but bat. Pteropus is a flying fox, bat. Camelus refers to the camel. Macaca refers to the monkey. Macaca is monkey. Rattus is a rat. Okay, so the rattus is rat. Canis dog. Felis cat. Elephas is elephant. Equus is horse. Equus is horse. Delphinus is dolphin. Balanoptera is blue whale. Panthera tigris is tiger and Panthera leo is lion. So this is regarding to the class Mammalia. So Class Mammalia organisms are seen everywhere in all the habitats. Even some are flying, even some are aquatic, some are seen in the deserts, grasslands, dark caves, polar ice caps. Everywhere mammals are seen. Okay. One of the special feature which is mainly seen in case of mammal is the presence of mammary gland, through which they will nourish their young ones. Okay, skin is mainly covered by the hair, as well as there is a presence of glands. Okay, so two pairs of limbs are present. Now external ear pinna, there is a presence of external ear pinna. Okay, and teeth which are found in the jaws. The teeth are mainly found in the jaws. So here regarding to the teeth. Okay, so regarding to the teeth, the human teeth is known to be the thecodont, diphtheodont as well as heterodont. Thecodont refers to teeth are found in the sockets, which are found in the sockets, that's why it is a thecodont. Diphtheodont, in the lifespan of the human being, there is a two set of teeth, milk teeth as well as the permanent teeth. So that's why it is known to be the diphtheodont as well as heterodont. Heterodont refers to the presence of different kinds of teeth. So that is nothing but molars, incisors, canines, premolars. So that is regarding to the teeth. Okay. So all the organisms are homeotherms. So here the organisms are homeotherms or warm-blooded organisms. Okay. So here most of the members are viviparous except ornithorhynchus as well as echidna. Okay, they are considered to be the oviparous. Other than that, all the other organisms are viviparous, includes kangaroo, bat, blue whale as well as horse, tiger, lion, everything is included under this. Okay, so this is regarding to the complete animal kingdom. So we have discussed various phylum starting from Porifera till the chordates. So wherein the chordates we further discussed about other further classification such as we have discussed about cyclostomata and the Pisces and Tetrapoda members. Okay, so this is regarding to the complete animal kingdom. Thank you.